Whew. All right. What's going on, everyone? All right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's Monday. Y'all know what time it is. All right. It's been a few weeks, guys. I've been out a few weeks. I've been working. I need my credit repaired. Okay, let's get it. What's going on, Abraham? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, y'all know it's been a few weeks. I've been back and forth out of the country. Came back to a challenge. I got a lot of stuff going on, man. I'm recouping all credits and debits. All right. There's been a lot of stuff going on. So I hope everybody's doing well. All right. So I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you guys have been studying. I hope you guys have been executing. I hope you guys have just been doing the things that y'all know how to do best. Win, stay on top, get ahead of the game, learn this system, and just be great. Guys, if I look like I'm stuffy, it's because I am hiding from the pollen. Me and them pollens, we don't go together. I'll be locked up in the house. I am not taking no chances outside with the pollen. All right. So if I look stuffy, I went outside. It's the pollen. All right. The pollen is getting to me, but I got me some Zyrtex. I'm going to kick that pollen's butt. So it's another session of Make Money Mondays. And I just wanted to find out, what have you guys been doing to generate more additional income? The last time we spoke about one stream of income is not enough. And does anyone here believe that one stream of income is enough? Who believes that one stream of income is enough? Who believes that I'm good, Doreen? One stream of income is all I need. I am good. I don't need anything else. I'm not going to stress myself out. One stream of income is good for me. It's good for my family. But guys, one stream of income is too close to zero, right? One stream of income is too close to zero. And if you guys learned anything from COVID, it is not depend on one stream of income. All right. If there's any lesson at all that came out of COVID, it's do not depend on one stream of income. All right, so my guy says, I'm actually reading. Thank you for helping the people wake up. Most definitely. And it's not a one person thing, It's definitely not a one person thing. It's a everybody thing. So when you know something or when you learn something, what you need to do is teach somebody else that does not know it. But I want you to keep this in mind. A mind convinced against his will is of the same opinion still. And what does that mean? If you bring a horse to the well and the horse refuses to drink, there's absolutely nothing you can do, right? So even though you're going to want to bring people with you on your journey, even though you're going to want to be like, yo, I got this game over here, bro. Y'all need to cut. Like, they'll look at you like you're crazy. Like, people will judge you and look at you crazy. They'll call you crazy. They'll call you stupid. They'll call you a failure. And they are even, and they're the ones that are scared to even try anything. Like, I remember when I started my journey, a lot of people said, oh, dude, you're crazy. You're leaving the military. You're leaving this active duty pay. You're reading all the time. You're such a nerd. Like, I've been called all the names. And when in retrospect, now that I look at it, like, yeah, but y'all are still the ones working 40 hours. Y'all are still the ones going on deployment. You're still the ones leaving your families for 9 months to a year at a time. So in the beginning, yes, it's going to be you. You're going to want to take a lot of people with you. Not everybody's going to go. They're not. Not everybody will make it with you. There's a thing called a season for a reason. People are in your life for a season. Do not hold on to the things that God is taking out of your life. There's a lot of you still hanging on to people that's walking out of your life. Let them go. Let them leave, because the things that you are going through now, is to prepare you for what's about to happen. It's the same thing with your income. You have that boss you don't like. You're learning how to deal with that boss you don't like. And you're also learning how to become the boss that everybody likes. So while you think your situation is getting you down, your situation is just preparing you for your next season. But because most of us can't see around the bend, it's hard to say, damn, I'm going through this right now, but I know I'm going to make it out. But you don't know that the struggles you're going through right now is to strengthen you later on. You don't know that the obstacles you're facing right now is so you can be that object of admiration. You don't know that all the tribulations you're going through right now, that is supposed to set you up for your triumphant moment. A lot of you are going through issues right now with your credit. A lot of you are going through issues now with your finances. But what you need to do is disconnect from the, like, some of you got too much noise around you. Like, you can't even hear when God's talking to you. Sometimes y'all need to just close everything down, shut the phone off, get out of the noise, spend some time with yourself and listen. Because if you listen, you will understand that there's 200 million people that have bad credit. You will hear that over 80% of people have negative items on their credit. You will also learn that the fact that you have bad credit right now, this is preparing you so you can help somebody else later. Your current situation does not define your reality. Your financial situation does not define your financial reality. Your credit situation does not define your financial situation. Where you're at right now is just what it is. It's just where I'm at right now. This doesn't mean this is where I am going to be. Sometimes you got to go through some stuff. Can I get a witness? Have you ever gone through some stuff and then you're like, wow, that thing that I went through just set me up for this win? Like, have y'all ever gone through some stuff only to realize that the stuff that I went through was preparing me for what's around the corner? Can I get a witness? Because I have been through that. I've been through the paycheck to paycheck. I've been broke. And all those lessons taught me that, dude, when you figure this thing out, you need to understand that one stream of income is too close to zero. How can I leverage what I have right now? How can I leverage my 9 to 5 to fund the freedom for the rest of my life? Nothing's wrong with a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5 is an amazing thing. But don't let the 9 to 5 be your end all be all, because you will be stuck 40 hours a week. You will be stuck 7 days a week. For those of you who do overtime, you will be stuck for 40 years expecting to retire off of 30 to 40%. Guys, inflation is real. Inflation is a real thing. Inflation is a real thing. And if you're going to retire off of 30 to 40% off of what you're making, I want you to think about yourself in the future when the dollar is less valuable, because there's nothing tangible behind the dollar. Nothing at all. Nothing tangible. The dollar is losing its value. But you're supposed to save it. And you're supposed to retire on 30%. Question. How many of you right now can survive off of 30% of your income right now? How many of you can survive 30% off of your income right now? And that's including taking care of yourself, your spouse, you may have kids or grandkids, and the cost of living is going to be up. So, how many of you right now, like honestly, guys, honestly, how many of you can survive off of 30%? So, if you can't survive off of 30% now, you think you're going to survive off of 30% later? Hello. If you can't survive off of 30% now, and remember, inflation in the future will be higher than what it is now. If you're not able to survive off of 30% now, what makes you think you're going to be able to survive off of 30% later? It's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen? Social Security may not even be there. Because from what I've heard, your Social Security money has been going to dead people. It's been going to places where it was not supposed to go. So I want you to think about 30 years from now, 40 years from now. Do you really think you're able to live off of 30%? It's not going to happen. And these are the things that we must come to realize. And learning a skill like credit repair, guys, a skill like credit repair can pay you for the rest of your life. Owning a consultation business that solves other people's problem, those will like that can pay you for the rest of your life. We get paid to solve problems. Solve people's problems. People solve your problems. Think about it. John has a problem. John has bad credit. Dorian is a consumer law expert and credit repair genius. John says, Dorian, I need help. I need to learn how to fix my credit. Okay, John, I'm going to teach you how to repair, rebuild, restore your own credit. Instead of giving you a fish, I'm going to teach you how to fish. John now acquired a new skill. He paid Dorian in the process, and John is able to make money for the rest of his life. That's one scenario. Second scenario, John has bad credit. John has a problem. Dorian owns a credit repair business. John says, Dorian, I need you to teach. Well, he didn't say teach anymore. I need you to fix my credit. Okay, I'm going to fix your credit. All right, John's credit is fixed. Yay, John is happy. John went back out into the world. 3-4 months later, John missed the payment by accident. No fault of his. His bank did not release the funds in time. They thought it was a fraud alert. He did not get the fraud alert, so the payment was missed. It was not cleared. It didn't go through. So it was no fault of his. He had money in the account. It's an auto pay, but the system detected that it was fraud or fraudulent activities, and then it blocked the payment. John said, money's always, I'm not thinking about that because I got money. I'm always good. But no, John missed the payment. Now, John has to come back to the rain to pay to get his credit fixed. Which one makes sense? John learning how to repair, rebuild, restore his own credit so he can be good for the rest of his life, or John coming back to the rain every 3 to 9 months because something may have popped up on his credit and he does not have the skills or the mental fortitude or the financial literacy to fix it himself. Which scenario do you rather? Scenario 1, when John was taught how to fish, or scenario 2, where John was given a fish? Which one? Teach a man how to fish or give a man a fish? Which one do y'all believe in? Give a man a fish, give a man a fish, or teach a man how to fish? Which one makes sense? Which scenario makes sense to you guys? And just be honest, it doesn't matter which side of the spectrum you fall on. Teach him how to fish or give him a fish. But if I give him a fish, he's back every 3 to 9 months. I want you to think about it. Do you want to be the educated consumer, or do you always want to depend on people to do things for you? Yep, teach a man how to fish. So when you teach a man how to fish, it creates a sense of independence. It creates confidence. It creates motivation because now this person learned that he or she is able to do the thing themselves. And guess what? We all can do it. Everyone can do it. It's just some people choose not to. Most people rather put their problems on someone else than face their problems head on. Oh, I got my Canadians here. I got something for you. Canada, you're good, bro. You are good. I am launching the Canadian program this week. I am J.A. Watt. You are good, bro. I am launching the Canadian course this week. You are ready to go, bro. So you'd probably be the first one. The Canadian program launches this week, bro. So you are good to go. Just comment the word community. The Canadian program is being launched this week. Yep. The Canadian program is, see, this is how God works. The Canadian program gets launched this week. That's why I have been busy. So for those of you who don't know, and you just kind of just let me spill the beans here, I am launching Forbidden Credit Canada. And Forbidden Credit Canada will be a game changer for all people in Canada. All right. So I should be in Canada next week, guys. I should be in Canada next week. If all goes well, I should be in Canada next week, breaking down consumer law in Canada, breaking down Canadian consumer law, breaking down Canadian credit repair. It's going to be like you guys will never experience anything like this. All right. So don't think, bro, I forgot about y'all. Canada, you're next. After Canada, it's the UK. So Canada, prepare to have your mind blown. I will be launching the Canadian course this week. And UK, you are next. So UK, you are on my list. I will be launching the UK program after the Canadian program. All right. So I am DJ Awad. You are good to go. Just comment the word community. Sign up now. You'll be the first, and we're gonna get you going, bro. Canadian program launches this week. I am looking to launch it on Friday. So I'm looking to launch a Canadian product this Friday. This Friday, I want to launch the Canadian Forbidden Credit. All right. So hope all goes well and we get to launch Friday. And then next week now, I want to be in Canada breaking down credit, finance, and consumer laws. All right. Cool. So now that the cat's out of the bag, that's what Doreen's been busy on. That's why I haven't been on lives because I've been in the lab. All right. So what do we need to know? We need to learn and we need to know, how do you recognize when a person or persons or a group of people have problems? Well, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention about what type of problems do you want to solve. For example, I solved the problem of what teaching people how to repair their own credit. So self credit repair, I solved the problem of people who wants to learn how to repair, rebuild, restore their own credit, right? I solved the problem of teaching them consumer laws so they know their rights, because a person that does not know their rights have no rights. I'm gonna say it again. A person that does not know their rights have no rights, because if you don't know the rights that protects you, where are you gonna have rights from? Where? Who? Who's gonna give it to you? The consumer reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, TransUnion? No, they're not. FICO? Nope. Nope. They're not. So if you don't learn the laws that protect you, those that know the laws will always use it against you. The things that you don't know will always be used against you by the people who know it. So it's important that you get yourself educated on the things that matter. And there's a reason why this type of stuff is not taught in school. There's a reason why this type of stuff isn't taught in schools. You're not supposed to know it. So it looks like we got a caller on the line. Let's see what's going on. We may have a caller on the line. Let's see. All right. It looks. Oh, We got a caller. Good evening. How are you doing? All right. I saw that you requested to come live. Is there something specifically you want to talk about? Okay. All right. I guess you were just saying hello. All right. Good. All right. Have a great evening. All right. Thank you, Essence. All right. So I guess Essence just wanted to come by and say hello. All right. Where is that thing again? All right, let me drop this one here. I'll take a few guests. I'll take a few calls before I go. So I just dropped the link. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, I just dropped the link. You guys can call in. Just click on that link. All right. For those of you on Instagram, all you got to do is hit that button at the bottom and you will be able to join the live. I can take a few Q&As before I go because as you guys know, it's Monday, it's mentorship call day, and the mentorship call is in 59 minutes. Nope, not 59, the rain. It's in 50 something minutes. Yeah, like 49 minutes or something like that. Okay, it seems like we may have a caller on the line. Where do I find the caller on the line now? I'm using a new software, guys, so I'm looking for where the caller might be. Hmm. I hear the caller, but I cannot find the caller. Where did you go? All right, let's try this again. All right, drop that. I heard the caller come on just now, but I can't seem to find it. So in Canada, there is no law for late payment that forces creditor to send us a notice before publishing negative information. I can't wait for the course, so you will be able to really teach us. Yeah, so you are correct. I did not find a timing of payment law in Canada. You are correct. I did not find one, but there's other technicalities that we can get them on. So even though Canada doesn't have the the um the timing of payment law like over here in America, there's a lot of laws that you guys also have, especially your province laws. Each province has their own set of laws, so there's many ways to get items deleted from your credit in Canada. So that's something that I'm going to really break down when I come over to Canada. And for those of you that join the Canadian course, I'm going to really take the time out and explain to you how we can use the how we can use the consumer CRA. What is it called? Let me find it. I still haven't memorized all the Canadian laws yet. Where is it? Let me go into some of the Canadian laws since y'all want to test my gangster today. All right. Pop quiz. Guys, question. Do y'all know that Canada's credit score, does anyone know the difference between the American credit score and the Canadian credit score? So, while American credit score goes from 300 to 850, in Canada, the credit score goes from 300 to 900. A whole 50 points more. And did you know that in Canada, their statute of limitations is way better than American statute of limitations? Like Canadians' bankruptcy statute of limitations is 7 years. In America, it's 10 years, right? So if you're filing bankruptcy for the first time in Canada, it's a 7 year statute of limitations. Seven, not 10. That's crazy, right? And in some province, like a collection can only be on your credit for 2 years, right? A collection can only be on your credit for 2 years. Like in America, a collection can stay on your credit for up to 7 years. In Canada, it's two. Some provinces it may go to six, but for the most part, it's 2 to 3 years. Collection is gone. The statute of limitation is 2 years. Like Canadian laws are great, man. I love Canadian laws. Canadian laws are on point. I'm gonna just let y'all know that Canadian laws are definitely on point. And the thing I really love about Canadian law in my research, Canadian law gives the consumer more control over how their data is released. What do I mean? So in America, we have what is called permissible purpose, right? So we have permissible purpose, and with permissible purpose, we have to give written permission for a business, an entity to report your information. Now, in Canada, their control is way better because if the company does not have proof that they got that consent from the consumer, a lawsuit can be filed. It's not like here where you're calling in and saying, "Oh, I didn't." Like you can literally go to legal. You can go take legal action if a company furnishes your information. So if you can control what gets reported through the there's a law called the where is it? It's called the Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act. I call it PIPEDA, right? The Personal Information Protection and Electronic Documents Act that really governs how consumer reporting agencies handle consumer data. Unlike the FCRA, like PIPEDA give consumers more control over their data and requires company to obtain consent before sharing information. Like the company has to obtain consent. They can't just share your information in Canada. Like I love Canadian laws. I wish America would adopt some of these laws over here because if they did, there would be a lot less identity theft on people's credit report and a lot more accuracy on people's credit report. As soon as you push link, you come right on. Okay. So you come on, but I cannot seem to find you. Ah, I found you. Whew. I found you, Jasmine. Got you. Jasmine, can you hear me?
Yeah, you can hear me. You can hear
Let's
me.
go. I figured it out. Thank you, Jasmine. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Hi. So, my question be: so I
What you
don't
got
do
for me?
credit pairing, right? I don't do credit pairing, but it seems as though I guess I supposed to pull content, but I know you know that your credit. Why I have come and fix your credit? Like I have to, even though I'm like showing them that I do credit pairing. Well, they think I'm a
Ah.
scam because I haven't. I went off of social media for where I'm from. They don't expect me to know how to do credit, so now that I'm doing credit, they
Mm-hmm.
think I'm a scam. So I don't know how to actually like. I don't really like to show my face. Neither I'm kind of shy. So
Mm-hmm.
like, how can I go around like probably making people can know it's
Mm-hmm.
me? Probably like do voiceovers or like
Okay.
what can help with. I want to like make my credit pairing like a luxurious something. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
like how I could implement that. Like I want like give them a bottle of wine or I don't know. Like I'm probably doing too much, but yeah, I just want it to be like a luxurious experience. So like I'm not sure how to like what's a good
Mm-hmm.
idea so I could make it a luxurious experience for my clients. Because
Mm-hmm.
after my 30 days, I don't,
Okay.
don't really like talk to them often. I will just reach out to them, say, hey,
Okay. Yeah, yeah. A
a
lot of
lot of
ideas
talking.
actually. It's important. Like people like to do business with people that they know, like, and trust, right? Because of the rise of AI now, anybody can say they do credit repair. And then if I can't see you, it's hard for me to trust you. It's hard for me to send you my social. It's hard for me to send you
Mm-hmm.
my private personal information. It's like when you read someone's credit report, that a person is exposing themselves to you, everything about them, their whole financial life. So even if you're shy, I would say do
Right.
lives maybe 2 or 3 times a week because people need to know that you're a real person, right? And even if you are shy, just you can have bullet points, you can have your tablet, you can have talking points. But people want to know that, yo, I trust this person because it's hot. Like for the last 4 years, I've been going live for 4 years. So when it comes to me, there's no question if Doreen is a real person. So you have to build that trust factor and being able. So
Mm-hmm.
let's say that you want to do the luxurious experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you host a credit retreat once a month and you rent Airbnb or you get peer space, you invite 50 people, you have some wine, you have some drinks, and then you're there talking about credit. Everybody that comes in, you can invite them. So everybody that signed up for your program, let them know that, hey, I am hosting it in person. You guys are more than welcome to join. We're going to be breaking down all things credit. We're going to fix your credit live. We're going to learn how to read the credit report, and I'll have bottles of wine. We'll have finger food, some crackers, some cheese. It's just something for people to start bonding with you because at the end of the day, you want people to become an advocate of yours. You want people to know that, yo, I don't care what none of y'all say. Stop telling lies on Durain. Durain is a real person because I've seen him. I've been to his conferences. So you always want to, as a business owner, building that know, that trust, and that like factor is 100% important to build your business and to have raving fans.
Got it. Okay.
So you
Thank you
don't
so
have to
much.
start off with a lot of content. Just don't move too slow. Slow feet don't
Mm-hmm.
eat,
Talk your things.
right?
Talk your things.
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
So slow feet don't eat. So I highly recommend and this is like I you joining my program, I'll be able to really coach you through all the things that you need to done, from content creation to the style of content to the things that you can say. Like I do that right now with my students inside the university. Oh, I gotta go soon too. I got 8 more minutes. I got a call in 30 minutes where we're gonna be probably going over the same thing
Right.
tonight. How do you set your brand message as a credit repair business owner?
Got it.
So I'm
Okay.
going to
Well,
drop
thank you
the
so
link.
much.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the link and you can take a look at it. There is no pressure for you to join. Take a look at it. And if you feel comfortable,
That's
come
cool.
on in. Let me really show you how this game goes. I'm going to drop the link. Let me Google it. Doreen Delavante, coaching.
And your next call, can you do student loans? How to deal with student loans? Student, yeah, student
Student
loans.
loans?
I don't know if you could hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I
Only
can
this.
hear you. It's working. I can hear you. All right. So that's the link to my university, guys. You can definitely join Jasmine, and I'll be breaking down the things for you, all things credit, and you'll see for yourself. Like it's super easy. All you need is a coach, and once you get the right coach, you will see that your confidence in the things that you say, the way you're executing it, when you get rebuttals, like you'll see that those things, man, that was holding you back, it's absolutely nothing when you know the type of consumer laws to use, what type of consumer laws to use, and how you set them up for a lawsuit. It's a game changer. All right, Jasmine. So, all right, that is it. I hope you heard me. I think I can take one more question before before I get out of here. All right. Who got another question for me? Anybody else want to come live? I can do one more before I have to go. I have a mentorship call in 36 minutes, and I can take one more call before I go. Is there anyone else that would like to be on? I have a question. Do you have an account removal letters for CRA trying to remove an auto loan? Yep, that one's C1626. That is called the auto loan deletion letter. C1626, that is called the auto loan deletion letter. All right, so when you go to the reigndelevante.com, you go to store, and then once you go to store, the link is in my bio. And then once you go to store, you go to letters, and then you can go from there. You want the auto loan deletion letter. Which part of you come from? I'm from the cool part of Manchester, my brother. Manchester. Cool Manchester. And guys, let me read. I'm gonna read some statistics to you guys right now before I go. Since most of you are a little shy to come on, and there's nothing wrong with that, I'm gonna read some statistics to you. How many people suffer from bad credit in America? All right. So approximately 16% of Americans have poor credit with a FICO score between 300 and 579, while another 18 have fair credit between, okay, so we're going to add together 16%. So let's do the math. 16% plus 18%. We're going to do the math. I'm going to show you the amount of people that have bad credit. 16 plus 18 is equal to 34. All right, so we're going to do 34%, so 0.34% of 200 million, because there's 200 million credit reports. 68 million. Guys, there's 68 million. For those of you who don't know, that there's 68 million people with bad credit. There's 68 million people that needs credit repair. There's 68 million people that needs consumer law. There's 68 million people that needs your help. So when I hear people say, oh, I don't have enough money, and guys, no, there's 68 million people that needs your help. And all you need is 1,000 to hit $1 million. That's it. All you need is 1,000. There's 68 million, and all you need is 1,000 of them. Help 1,000 of them, and you hit $1 million. Crazy, huh? All you need to do out of that 68 million is help 1,000 people, and you'll hit $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite island boy. Y'all know what time it is. It's 7:30 right now, so I need to go get ready for my class at 8. I have my mentorship call, so you know your boy's gonna get out of here. For those of you that are just joining, you can comment the word community. If you don't know me, you don't trust me, you don't like me, you can comment the word community. If you're on Instagram, you can check me out, see what I'm about, see if anything that I teach is something that you'd be interested in. For those of you that's on YouTube, I'm going to drop the link right now. You guys can check me out right here. All right, you can check me out. You can comment the word community, top up, join the community. The Canadian program is getting launched this week. The Canadian program is getting launched this week. So all my people that's been in Canada, that's been asking me about the program, you want ebooks, you want letters, you want all the great stuff, I got it ready. It is being launched this Friday. We are launching this Friday. Forbidden Credit Canada. It's coming to you. It's being launched this Friday. Canada, I will be there next week. We're going to get this popping. We're going to get this going. It is time for us to step our game up. All right. So for those of you on here that want to be a part of the community, you want to see what I'm about, you want to get some stuff deleted from your credit, that 68 million just doubled. Yes, we haven't even touched Canada yet. Yep. King Trey, you see what's going on. The 68 million just doubled because now I'll be in Canada. Yes, you are correct. Smart guy, you caught on. Very smart. So, like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to get out of here. Comment the word community. If you want to be a part of my community, Canada, I am coming to you next week. I will be there. We're going to get this going. If any of you guys know any podcasts in Canada, if you guys know any podcasts in Canada that you want me to be on, or if there's a radio station you want me to be on, DM me that information so I can start reaching out to them, because I will be in Canada next week and I would like to get as much podcast and radio done as humanly possible. Let me say this again. I would like to get as much radio and podcast done as humanly possible in Canada next week. All right. So if you guys got any information in Canada, send that to me. If you're on YouTube, put it in the comments, Darain. I know this podcast in Canada, in Ontario, in Toronto, wherever it is, Quebec, I don't care. Just give me the information and let me get that popping. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Your boy is out. Peace.